Imagine this. What would it be like if you were the last human-sounding business in the world, or at least in your market? In this sea of AI-generated emails, polished within an inch of their lives, what would it be like if your flaws were actually your superpower? Let's just think about that. Because today I want to talk about what your real voice and how your real voice might actually be your greatest asset. Think about this. These days, 2025 and moving forwards, and a bit in a few years ago as well, every LinkedIn post, every email, every about page has been smoothed to perfection, smoothed with an inch of its life and spat out by some language model. The grammar's flawless, the headlines are click perfect, and the tone, well, the tone is all meh. It's all about the same, isn't it? You can't tell who's behind the words anymore because it's all so down the middle of the road. So, in that world, who stands out? Who is the human? Well, I put it to you that it's you. This is where it gets interesting. In a world where perfection is the norm, well, the imperfection becomes the luxury, does it not? If your email makes me laugh because you said something unexpected, if your LinkedIn post sounds remotely like you know what you're talking about, and you actually wrote it after your second coffee in the morning, like I do sometimes, I'm going to pay attention to you. A real human voice has swept away all those tiny quirks that a real human voice has all the tiny quirks that the AI sweeps away. Opinions that may just upset people, and stories that come from your lived experience, because they are the stories in your head. You're not going to mess around uploading all your stories to some language model. What's the point? They're the things that come from you, from your heart, from your gut. They're not a training data set. They are the things that you just have in your mind. They're the things that make people say, I can trust you. I had this with a client recently, actually. Doesn't matter which client it is, but choosing between a number of different copywriters, she came to me and said, I sounded like a real person. That the emails that I wrote felt that I was someone she could talk to. Yeah, and I do make a little bit of a play of that because, I like a good chat, let's say. But it didn't feel like my emails didn't feel like they were written for 10,000 people. And that's the thing. You see this so many times on YouTube videos, on emails, on LinkedIn posts and everything. People talk about you guys. No, I'm not interested in anybody else. I want to know what you have to say to me. So I want you to talk to me, to be quite frank. So and I hadn't written something perfect. It wasn't great, put it that way. But it was a bit, I probably did it a little bit too quickly and I didn't have time to spread it out and to get it perfect. But, that's the kind of thing that makes you different. And I'm going to bang on about this, it's how imperfect you are, not how perfect you are. Now, don't get me wrong, AI is brilliant at being perfect. It's brilliant at crunching data, it's brilliant at sorting things out, it's brilliant at making sense of things. but you should really leave it to do what it does best. And that is the kind of thing, generally, that you possibly could do. It would take you ages to do. Just leave it there. You, on the other hand, should do what AI can't do. So that is the vulnerability. It's the moment you shared about failing, or you shared about what you learned, stuff like that. It can't do the perspective. It can't connect the dots from your own particular journey because it just doesn't have the data in its memory. And humour that is a little bit offbeat, a little bit, even a little bit risky, it's kind of built into the system that it can't do that. These are the things that make your content magnetic, because they make you feel like something and somebody, and those are the feelings that drive business decisions, buying decisions, and make people like you, to be quite frank. So here's the message, and here's the challenge I want to give you. Next time you want to be a little bit smooth, next time you want to shave off the edges, keep that weird tone of phrase. Keep the little personal aside, the little personal anecdote. Keep that moment that feels slightly too honest. Because to be frank, that's what people want from you. I hear so many people saying, I don't want to talk about myself. But that's just what people want. They want to hear from the real you. So if you want to stand out in the AI age without losing your soul, just hit subscribe. This is all about human business advice for solopreneurs who want to be remembered, not replaced, because we are not going to be replaced. Believe that. If you stay human, if you stay real, you will not be replaced, because you are doing things that the AI cannot do. So, like I say, if you want to come on with me on this journey, hit subscribe, and I will see you next time.